Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Bracha HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopefully elect. It's the brother Azari with the Pittsburgh GMS camp, coming at you with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Bracha HaKodash. Lord, willing, this lesson is edifying. I just want to do a quick lesson in response to a video I saw from Elder Apostle Har, regarding this dude, Justin Martyr, all right? Basically speaking about, how these Christians don't understand the prophecies and don't know the scriptures, okay? And basically, a thought that I had as I was sitting here was, you fake Christians, all right? You Israelites by nationality, okay? And false Christians by religion, okay, are the number one pushers of Edomite supremacy. All right, and if you know anything about, the Hebrew Israelites, what we teach and what we believe, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, according to the scriptures, his description of his character, and, even the description of Esau, being red all over like a hairy garment, which we don't go primarily by the appearance, all right, but you are the number one pushers of the supremacy of the so-called white man, And what do I mean by this? Well, there was a point that Elder Apostle Tahar made in his video of how these so-called Jews, these small hats, man, can, the juicy juice, the juicy Jews, how they can go around not fitting the prophecies, not fitting the scriptures and the descriptions of who the Israelites are, or what condition they will be in these last days. But nobody questions them. Nobody asks them, the important questions. Why don't you follow the Messiah? Just a lot of different things, Why doesn't your return to the land fit the prophecies? These are different questions that could be asked, all right, but they're not asked. Instead, they're not asked by these fake Christians. Instead, we're the ones getting the 21 questions, or what do they call it, the 10th degree, the 9th, whatever you want to call it, man. We're the ones getting all these questions of, who we are, and we're getting accused of not being the people, when in actuality, the ones who are not the people are, and really, the ones who are not the people are being accepted as the people. And really, that's just one more prophecy that we fit that they don't fit. Scripture saying, in the place where it shall be said, you are not my people, it shall be said, you are the children of the Most High. Who's being said that they're not his people? You so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, you're being said that you're not the people of the Most High. All right? When in actuality, you are. So when it's revealed, it's going to be said, we thought that they wasn't, but they are. Tells you that in the book of Wisdom of Solomon, somewhere in the beginning chapters. I believe it's Wisdom of Solomon 5, but Salaki if I'm wrong on that. I know it's in the book of Wisdom of Solomon. It said, they're going to say, this is he whom we had sometime in derision. In the proverb of reproach, they're going to be like, damn, these niggas? They're the children. It says, how is he numbered among the saints? So this is going to be who you least expect, all right? And a lot of the people who's going to have this sentiment is going to be Jakes, man. You so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans that came up against your own people, man. Because right now you're looking at us Hebrew Israelites, those who have come back to the knowledge of who we are. You look at us as we are some type of, we're in a cult. We're crazy. The scriptures even tell you in that same chapter that they're going to look at us and say, we thought that his latter end was destruction. All right, that we thought that he was we fools counted him. The scriptures talk about that, man. They're going to call themselves fools for the thoughts that they had towards these people, man. And that they were going to be astonished by the strangeness of his salvation. All right, because only them who believe that on the Messiah, as the scriptures have said, are going to be saved, man. Everybody else is going to be destroyed. All right. So you have to understand that, okay? And however the Lord want to play it out, all right? Only the true believers are going to really make it, all right? Into that rulership, man. Be found worthy to be judges of the whole planet Earth, man. You know, and that's another thing too. You know, that I mentioned in a lesson before, and I don't remember what lesson, but I mentioned this before. It was all good when these Edomites, these so-called white people, was walking around saying, "Well, look, it's going to come a time where all nations is going to bow down to us. It's going to come a time where all nations is going to be in a captivity to God's people." It was okay when that face of rulership was a pale face, okay? But when the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans say, "Oh, you know what? It's going to be a rulership under us, starting with our Messiah, who is a so-called black man," oh, now it's a problem. Now it's an issue, okay? Now this must be stopped. It's a hate group. You know, they're speaking all type of these different things, man. You know, and it just, they must be stopped. They're a menace to society. They're like the Black Ku Klux Klan. You know, all these different things that are being said, when in actuality, this is the same stuff these people have been saying for years, man. You know, this is one of the reasons why certain people was afraid to speak out against them. You know, of course, it turned into this whole cancel culture. Of course, they run the world. All right. What is that quote? It says, if you can't, it says, you want to know who runs the world, find the people that you can't say nothing about. Well, you know who that is, them small hats. Even have my reaction of, oh shit, I said that word. You know, you'll be called an anti-S word, all right? Which really is shim, not sim. It's shim, all right? But you'll be called anti-sim, all right? If you say anything against those people, well, it must be by deduction that these people run the world, man. You know, these people are getting handouts from the government, okay? And really, if they was the people, why it says that in Deuteronomy 28, it says that if they were doing what they were supposed to do, it said, "I will make you the head and not the tail. They would lend unto you would lend unto them, and they would not lend unto thee." Okay, so why is anybody having to give them money? Okay, you should have the riches of everything, man. Everybody should be bringing riches into your kingdom, man. And the law should be established above all other governments. The law of the Most High should be established above that. Isaiah 2, is that where it says that the mountain of the Lord will be established above the hills? Roughly paraphrasing, okay? And all nations shall flow unto it. All right, so the kingdom of Israel should be established at the top of the governments right now, man. And everybody should be being taught righteousness, since the people are in the land, right? That's what y'all say. All right, but you won't have these people like Justin Martyr and these other guys, question these different things, because they, the Most High have blinded their minds, man. The Most High have blinded them to where they can't see that these ain't the people, that things ain't going the way that the scriptures say that they will go when certain conditions was met. Okay, if A and B, then C. That's how it's supposed to be. If the people of the Most High was back in their land, according to the prophecies, there would be no war. Well, why is Putin about to get ready to rip a new a-hole in them people over there, man? Huh? Why is they talking about getting NATO involved? Why is they talking about Dub 3? Okay? The third woe. Why is they talking about the third woe? What's the first and second woe, Christians? And don't cheat. Don't watch our lessons and then say, "Oh, I know what the first and second woe is." Because that wasn't brought out until the Hebrew Israelites brought it out, starting with our elder apostles on down, man. None of that was expounded until they hit the scene. But you fake Christians will have it where that was done away with, okay? Where the understanding never hit the scene, because y'all don't get it. You see? But that ain't how it works, man. That's not how it works. But, going back into it, why is there war right now, man? If the people are back in the land, there should be no war. Scriptures say that they will learn war no more. They will beat their swords into pruning hooks and their spears into plowshares. Roughly paraphrasing, man. They're supposed to be beating their weapons of war back into agricultural devices. But you don't have that right now. You have, as the elder apostle was bringing out, you got missiles. You got supersonic missiles that can go undetected by the missile defense systems, all right, and can break the speed of sound, all right, and can destroy places, man, all right. And these are being developed. I think Russia has them and China has them, all right, but the U.S. ain't got now. So this is what you're looking at. But wait a minute, I thought the people was in the land. Then you got proud ass niggas walking around. The N-Dub just walked past the car. Oh, she's going back. Just looking proud as hell, man. Proud as hell. Bald as I don't care. Just proud as hell. Missile food. Waiting. You got long-haired Negroes like that dude that that I'm speaking about. All right. Walking around making Christian music. Putting some of the truth in there with a bunch of lies. Okay. It's better to hear the rebuke of the wise than the song of fools, man. All right? It's better for you to get on there and make a lesson, rebuking and bringing out the scriptures in the right way, than to sit up there talking about, it's a white man's religion. They say it's a white man's religion, but that ain't true. Speaking with precision. Ugh. Okay. So, yeah, it's not a white man's religion. But then you want to say he's Middle Eastern. Okay? You want to deny that Yahweh Shai, all right, looked like you. Minus your long, girly hair. You know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, all right, this is what you have, man. This is what you have. Jake walking around, thinking they understand, seeking their own righteousness. Scriptures talk about that. They go forth to seek their own righteousness and have not submitted themselves to the righteousness of the Most High, man. All right? That's these people out here, man, because they'd rather have it their way. Well, look, this ain't Burger King, all right? You can't have it your way. All right? It's about Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai's way, okay? And we got to understand that at the end of the day. It's all up to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, So it is what it is, man. It is what it is, but hey, at the end of the day, y'all fake Christians need to check yourselves, man. Really consider what you're doing, man. If you look at it, you're being used as tools to come up against your own people. You know what I'm saying? And you're preserving the false narrative that's being pushed by your oppressor, man. And the scriptures warn and give a heavy judgment against that, man. The scriptures say, he that condemneth the just, he that justifieth the wicked and condemneth the just, even they both are an abomination. Roughly paraphrasing, right? So if you condemning the wicked, if you condemning the just, and you're justifying the wicked, which is what you guys are doing, all right? The Israelites out there on the street corners preaching the truth of the Bible are the just, okay? And the wicked is Esau Edom, the so-called white man, who's out there pushing the enslavement and the further dumbing down of your people, of your fellow brethren, man. The scriptures don't say in vain in Psalms 83 that they were confederate together, man. All right, that the enemy is against Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. It says they are confederate against thee. They said, come, let us cut off the name of Israel. All right, there shall be no more a nation, man. This is their goal. Their goal is to come against the nation of Israel, all right, and cut the name out from the earth. And they're doing that through these fake Christians, man. They're coming out and they're telling you, they're making you say what? Oh, the nation of Israel don't exist no more. They've been mixed among the people. You see? What type of crap is that, man? Let these fake Christians have you believe it. Then there's no Israelites anymore. Okay? That's how they would make you believe. That was how they would have you believe it, man. That Israel was done away with and that they mixed and mingled and just disappeared among the different nations, man. And that's not how that works, man. That's not how that works. If an Israelite man sleeps with a woman, even if she's of a different nation, what happens? that baby comes out as an Israelite. Okay? I don't care if that woman is an Edomite, an Elamite, a Hamite, a Moabite. It don't matter. That baby may come out with all type of different features and all type of mess like that. But guess what? That baby is still an Israelite. All right? It is the man that carries the seed. Okay? And when that man's seed gets planted in that soil, what comes out? The progeny of that man. Okay? So if that man's a Benjamite and the mother is a Moabite, what's going to come out? A Benjamite man with Moabite features. And it might take a few generations for that to happen. Okay? But eventually, if that process continues, if that man somehow ended up in the land of Moab, okay, then he's out there just popping Moabite women, what's going to end up happening? His son going to have to pop a Moabite woman more than likely, and then so on and so forth, and so on, and his son, and his son, and his son. You know, and even when you go into the genealogies in the scriptures, it all goes by the fathers. And he begat him, and he begat him, and he begat him, and then he begat him. You know? So anyway, man, you know, just going into it, that there's no such thing as the children of Israel mixed among the nations and disappeared as a people. That ain't happened, man. It don't happen like that. All right? It don't happen like that. They still here as a people, man. And really, y'all denying the prophecies when y'all say such things. Ezekiel 37, where it said that the dry bones will be risen up out of their graves. All right, talking this, and it tells you towards the end of that chapter that these dry bones are the children of Israel. Revelation 11, around verse 7, around that area, where it talked about the two prophets, okay, whose dead bodies was found in the streets of the great city, which spiritually is Sodom and Egypt. What city is that? That's spiritually Sodom and Egypt. You know, but that's parabolic. That's too much for people to understand, okay? But that's speaking of the awakening of the Israelites to their true heritage in this time, man. All right, so, you know, I don't want to be too long-winded on it, you know. Try to speak as scripturally as possible in this lesson, you know. And so, Lord willing, that was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rahad Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopefully elect. Then I want to say Shalom, Baba Ball, Shalom.